Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about facial bone, and here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of skull showing different bones in different colors for the reference. So let's start the video with introduction. Facial skeleton is made up of 14 bones, most of which exist in pair, except for few singular ones. These bones don't just give the face its shape, they also create cavities for eyes, nose, and mouth. They also anchor muscles used in facial expression and mastication. They house the opening for respiratory and digestive system. Talking about bones of facial skeleton or facial area, we have a nasal bone, maxilla, zygomatic bone, one mandible, two lacrimal bone, two palatine bone, two inferior nasal conchae, and one molar, as you can see here in the diagram. Now let's talk about these facial bones one by one. First we have is nasal bone, that you can see in diagram. The green color bone in front is a nasal bone. It is pair bone, that means there will be two nasal bone in every skull. Location: it is located at the bridge of nose. Function: these small rectangular bones form the upper portion of nose and support the cartilage that shapes the lower part of the nose. Next facial bone we have is maxilla, that is you can see here in diagram. The light green color bone having the teeth is the maxilla. It is paired bone, that means there will be two maxilla in every skull. Location: it is located at the upper jaw and central face area. Function: it houses the upper teeth that form part of the orbit and contribute to the hard palate and nasal cavity. Each maxilla contains a large air-filled space that is called as maxillary sinus. Next facial bone we have is zygomatic bone. As you can see here in the diagram, the white color bone is zygomatic bone. It is pair bone, that means there will be two zygomatic bone in every skull. Location: it is located at the cheek area. Function: it forms a prominent cheekbone and the outer edge of the orbit. These bones articulate with the temporal bone to create the zygomatic arch. Next, in facial bone we have is mandible, that is a single bone or unpaired bone, that means there will be one mandible in every skull. As you can see here in the diagram, the light blue color bone is mandible. Location: it is located at the lower jaw. Function: it is the only movable bone of skull. It holds the lower teeth and provides attachment point for muscles involved in chewing and speech. It features structures like the mental foramen, coronoid process, and condylar process. Further, in facial bone we have is lacrimal bone. As you can see in diagram, they are pair bone, that means there will be two lacrimal bones in every skull. Location: they are located at the inside corner of each eye. Function: these are the smallest facial bones that form part of orbital wall and contain the lacrimal fossa. Next facial bone we have is palatine bone, that is the pair bone, that means there will be two palatine bone in every skull. Location: rear part of nasal cavity and hard palate. Function: it forms the posterior portion of hard palate and contributes to the floor of nasal cavity and parts of orbit. Next facial bone we have is inferior nasal conchae, that is also the pair bone, that means there will be two inferior nasal conchae in every skull. Location: it is located at the lateral walls of nasal cavity. Function: as they are curved bone, they help to increase surface area and improve airflow, aiding in warming, moistening, and filtering air before it reaches the lung. Next in facial bone we have is vomer, that is single or unpaired bone, that means there will be one vomer in every skull. Location: it is located at the midline of nasal cavity. Function: it is a flat bone that forms the lower portion of nasal septum separating the two nostrils. Now let's talk about the summary of this lecture video. Facial bones are more than just architecture or elements of human face. They are essential for critical life functioning and sensory experiences. By supporting muscles and shaping the passages for air, food, and sound, these bones allow us to eat, breathe, and speak, and express a full spectrum of emotions. And this was all about the cranial bones. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.